It's your boy DK Bones. First time going live. First time going live. Sorry, I'm working on all the kinks out. Um, but yeah, I'm here live on Xbox. Xbox X and YouTube. Um, I wanted to do a little Florida reel. I got a couple articles, a couple to read, and a couple videos with some. Not gonna be too long, just short and sweet. But with further ado, let's go to our first article. I'll bring it up. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about Florida stuff. Um, I've been doing a lot of videos on crazy stuff happening in Florida. Um, Everybody's talking about Florida, man, but some of the articles are serious. Some of them are crazy and or funny. So let me start with this one, a little bit serious, coming out of where are we coming out of? Orlando. Florida's Florida pastor's wife brutally attacked during home invasion. Police say Orlando, Florida. Orlando's wife was severely injured Friday after police said a man broke into her couple's home and launched a brutal attack. It's crazy. I guess this is the guy right here. Um, Police said they received reports of a home invasion at Caribbean Court around 1:46 p.m. on Friday, January 31st. Caretakers of St. I think that's something different. William Kerr reported call 911 after arriving home and finding his wife Lucy severely battered in their vehicle in the garage. Wow. Officials say Lucy was pressing on the horn for help. She was taken to Orlando Regional Medical Center where, as of Monday, she remained in critical condition, according to reports by NBC affiliate WESH. William told authorities that the suspect was an unknown black man. Police later found the suspect, identified Ronald Davis, 55, of Orlando, sleeping inside a shed a few miles away from the couple's house. First of all, if somebody did that to my significant other, family, wife, kid, I would, and I saw it or I saw him, yeah, it would be on. Um, let's go further in the article. An arrest affidavit obtained by West stated that Davis had gone up to the couple's home, knocked on the door, claiming to be a community service center. So he was in his right mind, seems like. When Lucy answered, he heard, he told, I can't spit my words out. When Lucy answered, he told her he needed to check the home. Lucy asked to see his ID, but after flashing his driver's license, Davis reportedly forced his way into the home. That's when Lucy was brutally attacked, officials say. And that's a big thing now. You can't trust anybody that rings your doorbell, especially females, kids. You don't know who they are, just let them ring the doorbell and they'll go away. You can't trust anybody. Police say Davis was released from prison in June 2024 after serving 15-year current sen- current sentence for similar charges of burglary of dwelling with assault and battering as well as robbery. So he looks like he's back to his same things he was doing before. He's now facing charges for home invasion, robbery with a weapon, aggravated battery of a person of 65. Also, they didn't say how old. So they were an elderly couple. So he was looking for a target. Aggravated battery on a person over 65 with great bodily harm, and aggravated battery with a weapon, according to Orlando police. I think we need to be smart about what we do with our former inmates and how we track them. Roman Marchuk on air me being a guest in the neighborhood to Wesh because this keeps occurring and it's upsetting. The senior pastor of First Baptist Church of Orlando said Lucy and her husband have both been a staff at the church for many years. Neighbors also told reporters that the couple has had a major impact on the community. They're like vegans of this neighborhood, and I never thought this would have happened. It just breaks my heart. Her neighbor Anna Hoskins said, "Yes, it's sad, man. It's really sad that an individual like this take advantage of a elderly couple and a woman at that. It's real sad. Just be in my other videos I do. Just be vigilant. Where your surroundings, where every person don't. It's hard. It's sad to say that you can't trust anyone, but you can't. You can't really trust anyone. Kids, older people. You gotta be aware because everybody seems like it's a lot of crazies out there. My next article is coming out of Palm Coast. I think this one's a video. Let me see, bring it up. See it started. If it's not known, these freaking news article or previews of these movies. But yeah, talking about a large chunk of ice falls from sky, smashes through a roof of a home in Palm Coast. Everybody talks about plane incidents of, I guess, ice from the plane, or sometimes when they flush toilets.
After a chunk of ice came crashing down onto a house in Palm Coast. The FAA is investigating after a chunk of ice came crashing down onto a house in Palm Coast.
No one was hurt, but as West 2's Tony Atkins reports, a lot of people are confused about what exactly happened this afternoon.
It's the last thing you expect to see on a warm day like today. A large chunk of ice coming crashing down through the roof of a home. Investigators are trying to figure out what happened.
Today's very warm. I don't know.
It's an unusual sight, a gaping hole in the roof of this Palm Coast house after a piece of ice fell from the sky.
Oh my goodness.
Here you can see much of that broken ice.
And right now, for all people that may not be living in Florida right now, we're getting close to 80-degree weather down here right now. It's not as cold as everywhere else in America. But for that to happen, it had to come from a plane. It had to come from a plane. And just imagine if that was a kid, instead of hitting the roof, it hit a person or someone. Yeah, they'd probably be dead.
Ice tucked into a crevice of the house. Palm Coast police say several pieces fell scattering across the roadway just after 3:30 Monday afternoon. Investigators say one piece penetrated the roof and went into the living area of the house, and fortunately no one was hurt. The family inside is able to stay there tonight. Officials say they did not want to speak on camera.
It's a really big hole, really.
As for where the chunks of ice came from,
why wouldn't officials want to speak out about this or talk about it on camera? Obviously, they know what it is from, if someone said.
Investigators are still trying to get to the bottom of that. But chunks of ice like this falling from the sky has been blamed on planes in the past. While it is rare, ice can form on the outside of the aircraft while cruising at high altitudes. As the plane descends into warmer air, these chunks can break away and fall to the ground. We checked flight radar, and as you can see, Seattle Trail lies right under multiple flight paths, with the planes dropping from 30 to 20,000 feet as they come into MCL. And while planes aren't allowed to eject toilet waste while in the air, leaks can happen and can cause.
They're not allowed to, but I'm pretty sure they do. What's
called blue ice. And since the ice fell on that home, investigators say a blue tarp was put up to protect the property. Again, and fortunately, no one was hurt that was inside. I'm covering Flagler County in Palm Coast. Tony Atkins, West 2 News.
Then, yeah, there's nothing really much to say about that. I'm not one of those big conspiracy people, but they know what happened. And just, I think a lot of us Americans and people in general just tell us truth, and we won't have all these conspiracies out here. That's my take on that video. Let me bring up the next one. I think it's this one's pretty crazy. Drop this one. Again, this is my first time going live, so bear with me. Yeah, this one's a video too, and I'm gonna read some of the article on this one. I think this is yeah, Ocala. Watch this craziness. This guy's very inventive. Stealing gas, 300 gas in a van, 300 gallons. Let's see if the sound's on.
Unlock the car! He's refusing. He's trying to put it in drive. Cal, he's taking off. 100% they were stealing gas from the pumps. 1031 to the parking lot.
My thing is, I'm gonna play the video, but you're in a van, stealing gas. You're a pretty big sized guy. Let me go back a little bit. Look at this guy, how big he was. You're not getting where are you running to, dude? There's a fence right there.
Dog bite. Send me units. Get off my dog! Get off my dog! Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Come out to me! Come out to me! Come out to me! Come out to me now! Get your on the ground! Get on the ground!
The dog has like dog is going to town on him. For him, I know it's hard for me not to laugh, but telling him to get off his dog. It's like, dude, anybody's reaction when a dog or somebody's biting you is to try to fight it off, man. I mean, it's just a normal reaction.
Hey! Get your hands behind your back! Hands behind your back! Hands behind your back! Get your hand behind your back! Yes, check the car. Good boy! Good boy! Good boy!
Yeah, that's all that video. This is the individual that said he's stealing up to 294 gallons of fuel worth over $1,000. Just $1,000. Wow, I thought it would be more than that. He was equipped with a siphoning fuel equipment for siphoning fuel. Oh, here's the vehicle. Yeah, it's pretty inventive, man. I don't know how the shocks could take all that weight from the gas. It says he had two 50-gallon drums and a large tank in the back of the minivan that appeared to be filled with fuel, as well as a large hose, two large batteries, and a manhole cover. I don't understand why he had the batteries and the manhole cover. Maybe he's a Ninja Turtle. Barry Reyes was taken into custody and faces charges of grand theft, organized stealing and stolen property, unlawful conveyance of fuel, resisting arrest without violence, and operating an unregistered motor vehicle. So he's not licensed too. He is held without bond. Dang, bro. It's pretty inventive though, man. I mean, gas prices are high, but they got cameras everywhere, man. You can't be doing stuff like that. You cannot be doing stuff like that. That's the end of that one. Thanks for bearing with me again. Next article is this one right here. I think it's hilarious. We have, I think there's a video of this. Oh, yeah, it is.
Thank you. We've got a couple stories now that you might just have to laugh about.
That's right. So here's what we have in today's Florida man story. A Florida man dressed in a Dalmatian onesie is now held in his own cage after fleeing troopers in a vehicle, then running away with one handcuff on. Florida Highway Patrol says he was speeding and swerving all over the roads. As soon as police turned on lights and sirens, 36-year-old Dylan Keith Devereaux took off. At one point, even dropping off a passenger and then taking off again. They eventually caught up to him.
He had time to drop off someone. And they, what were the police doing if he had time to drop somebody off? I don't get that.
The arrest report, Devereaux pushed the trooper and began to run towards his home with one handcuff on. Devereaux was eventually arrested and taken to jail. Not quite sure why he was wearing the Dalmatian onesie.
Anyways, I will never wear a onesie for anyone. The last time I wore a onesie, I think I was a kid. But I don't understand why he was in the one. He has to be on something. This dude, no woman can get me to wear a onesie. I see kids and grown men going around theme parks down here in onesies and pajamas, and I'm not going to go into the whole we need to have class and stuff, but gotta do better, people. It does say arrest warrant was filed. Police reported at home the next morning, detaining Devereaux, booking him for reckless driving, fleeing, assaulting law enforcement, resisting without violence, possession of methamphetamine among charges. So he was firing on something. Yeah, it's super crazy, super crazy. I think the article goes into more detail than the video did. Except for Highway Patrol said they attempted to pull over a reckless driver, later identified as Dylan Keith. I'm gonna mess his last name. I'm not even gonna say it. Just after midnight, January 27th, the vehicle took off on a high rate of speed, stopping once to drop off a passenger before speeding off again. I don't understand how he was able to drop someone off if you're that far behind, or he was like, hey man, you need a tuck and roll kind of a thing. Vehicle eventually crashed into a tree where Devereaux bailing from the car before troops tased him to the ground per the criminal probable cause affidavit. Troops say that Devereaux began fighting the trooper in the road, pushing and struggling with him on the ground and attempting to flee. So the suspect got away. So he got tased, taken to the ground, and they still couldn't detain him. The suspect got away with one handcuff and sped towards his residence on Girard Road. The trooper observed him run into the forest, waiting for backup. When the backup arrived, Canine was deployed, and the dog led the law enforcement to the home where they met his girlfriend. The trooper said she told them she did not want anyone in the house, including her boyfriend, because there are drugs in the home and she doesn't want to go to jail. Gosh. This is a crazy story, man. So yeah, he was probably just high as hell. Probably stole the freaking Dalmatian onesie, man. I thought it was cool. That's wild, man. Again, I would never catch me in a onesie, and this dude is not too bright, but the cops, I don't know. There has to be body cam footage of that. I would love to see that. All right, then for my last article, I'm gonna go into something a little bit more serious. It's Michael Jordan's son. Michael Jordan's son. Everybody knows Michael Jordan. You should know who Michael Jordan is. Marcus Jordan. I remember he played for UCF. Marcus Jordan, the son of Chicago Bulls legend Michael Jordan, is facing a slew of criminal charges following police chase near Orlando, Florida. I didn't know it was a chase. I just know he got arrested. CBS News also confirmed Marcus Jordan, 34, was booked into Orange County Jail in Orlando for driving under the influence, cocaine possession, and resisting arrest. Wow. Police reports said at 1:14 a.m. local time Tuesday, 2 officers were headed east on Greenwood Road near Mechanic Street. I can't get my words together. And Maitland when they saw the Lamborghini on the tracks. So he driving a Lamborghini, man. Must be nice. You're doing this stupid stuff. An officer noticed the middle of the car was a sport utility vehicle was positioned off with the tracks and tires. Also, was a SUV. Was halfway buried in the dirt and rocks by being spun repeatedly, the report said. So he did this to himself. I mean, he probably would have got home, but he freaking got his car stuck in that freaking railroad tracks and dirt. Seminole County Sheriff's Office told Maitland police that the same blue Lamborghini SUV had fled from a traffic stop by officers, the report said. Oh, so he was already doing stupid stuff up in Seminole County. The Maitland office stood at the window and noticed the smell of alcohol beverage. The report said Jordan kept saying he made a wrong turn and needed help getting the SUV off the tracks. He was confused about where he was located, the report said. Jordan would slurred his speech and red, bloodshot eyes, the report said. The officer asked Jordan to step out of the SUV, but Jordan would not do so, instead advising he was going to drive, the report said. The vehicle was not going anywhere, being stuck on tracks, and there was a danger that the SUV could be hit by a train, the report said. The officer eventually ordered Jordan and his passenger to get out of the vehicle, and they complied. So he had somebody in the car, too. Jordan told the officer the last place he'd been was a gentleman's club and he had some drinks, the report said. Jordan said he did not consume enough to be over the legal limit, but the officer had him perform a field sobriety test and arrest him for driving under influence, the report said. Jordan also name dropped his father to police as a documented video. He said, "I'm Marcus Jordan. I'm Michael Jordan's son. I'm not doing anything wrong." Jordan is heard saying on police body video, "I'm just trying to get home and I made a wrong turn." The report went on to say Jordan pulled against an officer to avoid walking all the way to the squad car, refused to comply when officers tried to search him. Jordan also was also combative in other ways, including putting his leg in squad car door to keep it from closing, the report said. The officer found a clear plastic baggie with white powdery substance in Jordan's pocket, which tested positive for cocaine using a field cocaine ID white, the report said. Officers transported Jordan to the Orange County, Florida DUI Center. The report said Jordan sang the entire way there, and his speech was slurred, the report said. I wonder what he was saying. Man, this is embarrassing, man. Jordan was cited when driving under the influence and charged with DUI crash with property damage, possession of cocaine, and resisting. I already read that part. Man, bro, you fell off big time, man. Obviously, he's out of jail. But yeah, it goes to show you that, I mean, whoever you are as a parent, your kids still can fall away. Doesn't matter who you are. It's hard out there. Hard being a parent. It's hard living life. So who knows what demons he's fighting? But I hope he gets the help that he needs. And that's all the articles I have for today. I'm trying to do this every other Wednesday morning or Wednesday evening. If you like what you heard, please subscribe, like my videos. I'm just starting out, and I'm trying to get some subscribers. So I'll catch you guys on the next one, and peace.
Audio